Hello everybody. I know I'm a couple minutes too early, but we can still chat before everybody else is here. There's quite a bit of things that I want to talk to you about, but first of all, let's go the personal stuff out of the way, and then I will be talking about clay and jewelry and all that. So if you're only interested about the clay and jewelry and all that, you might go grab a cup of coffee, get some brunch, and I don't know, come back in about half an hour. Hi, Judy. And I forgot to get my, give me just a second. Of course I had to forget something. Yes. Okay, there we go. Hi, Janet. So, to get the personal stuff out of the way, number one, I know a lot of you have been messaging me and posting comments and everything. How things are going on with Whisper. Hi, Frank. Apparently, I mean, that could be the only thing, is that Whisper indeed had a some kind of infection. Hi, Cindy. Because yes, his blood work came back. I was a little bit more scared than I am now, because so when I went with him Monday, the idea was to put him to sleep, but I asked for a wellness check before. And the doctor came and she said that he looks very, very alert. And she checked his reflexes and everything sounded fine. So she said, well, there might be one or two things. It might be some severe infection, or the cancer might have metastasized to his spine, and it presses there on some nerves that don't allow him to figure out when he needs to go in time. Hi, Chris. Because the main thing was that he started having accidents, both liquid and semi-solid, in the house all the time, and he started getting very picky, eating very little. He was very, very skinny and did not much more than just sleep all day. So anyway, I chose to get, it was a tad on the expensive side because it was $100. But then I thought if I choose to do that every 2 days, it's gonna bring me up to more than this. A very extended release antibiotic. So he got that, and I wanted to get some blood work on his liver and metabolic panel, essentially. And they said they were going to email me the results Tuesday morning. And they didn't, so I called and emailed, and finally the vet called me in the afternoon to tell me that yes, his liver enzymes are very high, and also his kidney, two of his kidney functions are high. And I said that, yeah, I did know that his kidneys were not perfect because he's been, I'm not going to go into details, but anyway, so, hi Carol, hi Ellen, hi Chris, did I say hi Chris? Sorry. So anyway, by Thursday, they still hadn't emailed me the blood test results, and finally I emailed again, and they did email them to me. And yeah, they were high, but they were lower than previous. So, like, okay, this is not that bad, you know. And not only that, but starting the second day, so starting Tuesday, he did not, because I've been putting a diaper on him, he did not fill his diaper. Practically, it was on him, but he asked to go outside in time. And he did not have poopy accidents in the house either. And starting yesterday, actually last evening, it was my fault really, because he went outside, and when he goes outside, of course I removed the diaper, and I was very sleepy, and when he got back in, I didn't put the diaper back. And the thing is that he did just fine till morning. He didn't have an accident or anything. So, and again, he didn't have the other kind of accident either. Not only that, but he started eating, and I mean, he's eating about 3 times more than he used to before I got to the doctor with him. And not only that, but he's playing now not just with the laser, but he's bringing the ball to play fetch and all that. And he's asking for food all the time. Every 2 hours pretty much he's asking for food. So I guess he did have some kind of infection. And if you don't mind, I'm going to start my massager. I know that it's fairly quiet, but there's some storm brewing south of me, and the barometer is low, so my scar tissue is hurting. So that is one. The other thing, I did have another pet health issue with Connor, who developed chin acne. Yes, cats can get, and dogs can get chin acne. And I figured out it was because of the plastic bowls, because I was using those self-gravity bowls, self-replenishing. And I switched to metal, and he got better, and then I was like, okay, he's good. I switched back to the gravity, and he got it back, and really bad. So now we are recovering again. And Finnegan Tuesday is going to get his little fluffy balls chopped off. But he's just he's the joy of my heart, honestly. About me, what can I tell you? Even if in the beginning I felt a little bit better, I still think that I need more thyroid. Unfortunately, I cannot go and get my thyroid levels checked. And I was thinking, honestly, to just go and get, because there's one company you can get whole thyroid extract without a prescription. And I did have quite good results before I managed to get to the doctor to get the prescription one. But at this point would double the... Yeah. Hi, Janelle. Yeah, it is pretty bad. Because they have doubled, and the thing is that I need Armor, not Synthroid, and Armor is not covered by the insurance. And so it costs me quite a bit a month, and I was looking at if I were to buy the same, even higher dosage from online from that company, it would actually cost me less than getting it from the pharmacy. So I don't know, I might just go ahead and do that. And I'm looking because Finnegan is zooming. He's in the zooming mode. Because I'm tired of all this. I mean, I've never been this fat in my entire life. And tired. I started taking B12, and it helps a little bit, but I'm still not, to my full... even my after breast cancer treatment level. But I'm getting there. I'm struggling. I'm getting there. The fact that Whisper stopped having accidents made me be able to do more around the house, so I'm again starting to catch up. Because the thing was that with him getting accidents all the time, I would have to clean the carpets. And that is very hard for me because my carpet cleaner is a very heavy machine, and it was hard to use it 2 or 3 times a day, and it was leaving me wiped out for doing anything else. Finnegan! Anyway, so I am getting a little bit better. I am starting to catch up, and there are going to be a little bit of changes both on my but I want to kind of start implementing them in steps. I cannot really afford to wait until everything is done and then change everything, because that's not going to work well. But there are going to be some changes both on the channel, on the website, and all that. Now, and yes, hopefully I should be able, if Whisper keeps being good, I should be able to start posting tutorials this coming week. Tomorrow we are going to do a resin tutorial, not a polymer clay, and I will show you how to do beautiful dragonfly wings stuff. Essentially earrings, but you can use that for necklace and pendant and stuff like that. Now, what are the other news in terms of polymer clay? Trish is finally getting the Fimo leather, and last she told me, in just a second, so I can get to her email. Come on, not you. Okay, she said she said Thursday that she should have Fimo leather midweek next week. So the moment she gets it, you will see a tutorial that I already have ready. You will see a tutorial going up on YouTube. And I'm waiting for her to tell me when it is available for purchase. Then she will have, if you remember, I made a resin peacock hair comb, and I told you that it can be with you can make other stuff with it too, but she's going to have that mold in the store soon, so you'll be able to find it from her too, not just on Amazon. Then there will be another resin that I should be publishing this week, another resin tutorial that's going to be a little bit more special. You'll see what I'm talking about soon. And yes, Trish has the mold, but the resin, it's a special resin. You'll only be able to get it from Amazon. Hi, Lydia. Then I have some stuff with comparisons with the new Premo Amber, comparison with Fimo, with Cernit, and with Pardo, and some stuff done with it. And then quite a bit of other things, but you'll see. Hopefully now with Whisper getting better, everything will be better, because as I said, since I started taking the B12, I did perk up quite a bit, not to the level that I want and I was hoping to, but I did perk up. Baby, Finnegan, what you doing? Now let me try and let you be able to see him. Let me turn this. I didn't vacuum yet, but you should be able to see him. There he is. Finnegan, what you doing? What you doing, sweet pea? Finnegan. What you doing? Are you cute? Who's my sweet pea? Who's my sweet pea? Yeah. So, yeah, he's still my sweetheart, and he's still pestering everybody. He's the smallest cat I've ever had. And as I said, hold your fingers crossed for him Tuesday. Hi, Joaquin. I haven't seen you in ages. Oh yeah, let me get back a little bit to the everyday life and with the to the health and everything. I was telling you that I've been looking all over the internet and checking, research and everything. And with me having some medical education behind me, um, it's makes things easier to find and to study and stuff. And but what I have seen, and I think I said in a previous live, there are a few symposiums, and again, the fact that I speak several languages also helps. I've seen several symposiums, especially of the Chinese doctors. Hi, Donna. Um, and they were saying that they had more success treating the novel coronavirus with the traditional Chinese medicine. And I tried to find things similar to what they were talking about. Of course, we cannot get Chinese traditional medicine from there. I mean, I wouldn't even know how to search for it because it's in Chinese lettering. Anyway, one of the things was practically based on turmeric, curcumin, and black pepper. So I found something like that on Amazon, and I went ahead and um, and I ordered some. Hi, Golden. Yeah, everybody loves cats, and I have some awesome cats. Um, but Finnegan, hopefully, as I'm getting more energy, should have soon his own YouTube channel. He already has a Facebook page, and he started gathering followers, and also on his Instagram. Hello, sweet pea. I think soon he's gonna want to come in my lap. Um, anyway, the other thing that I was looking, and a lot of medical research started looking into it, is a black cumin seed, because it has certain components that fight inflammation, and it has been used in other different diseases that it's something related to the cytokine storm and inflammation and everything. So anyway, I ordered. What I can tell you, if you want to start taking it, don't go for the oil. Even if it is the cumin that tastes pretty much like the one that we use in cooking, you do not want to take that oil as is. It's horrible. So if you find gel caps, gel caps. But yeah, that's the stuff that I'm taking extra for the coronavirus. No, traditional Chinese medicine. It's herbal stuff, Joaquin. That's the whole thing. So the thing that really worried me is that even if it doesn't seem to be that bad as spread and anything, is the fact that cats can get it, and now dogs can get it too. But dogs not as bad as cats. But cats are not as bad as humans. I mean, they have mild symptoms, and it doesn't seem that they transmit it to each other or to other humans, but they can get it from humans. So I don't know. It's now Hi, Susan. Now, to get back to the whole jewelry thing, one thing that I want to discuss with you is very, very important. We are going to have to do quite a bit of changes. What the heck? I think he went in the glitter box, I think. Is the whole world is changing, and especially for the ones of us who do get an income by making jewelry and selling it, you have to think. And I've been reading a lot on various advices from all kinds of fashion designers and economists and all kinds of stuff. What you have to think about is, yeah, the first thing that comes to mind, and it's just jumping out at you, is like, oh, I cannot go to fairs and sell anymore. That is true, and that is one of the first things that you see, but the whole thing is much deeper than that, because with the social distancing, which is actually physical distancing, especially when it comes to jewelry, it kind of, the whole purpose of the jewelry kind of gets cut in half, because people wear jewelry when they go out. If you don't go out, you're not going to wear jewelry. Hi, Cecile. And actually, it's a big discussion right now in the fashion industry, because the fashion industry, not just the entertainment, the fashion industry is taking a big hit, because people being inside and working from home. And what you have to think is that, I'm not going to try and paint a doom and gloom thing for you, but unfortunately, this is pretty much the case. What do you want again? I forgot to say, I might still have to interrupt myself to let him go out if he wants to go out. You need to go pee? Yeah? You wanna see Whisper, how he looks now? Whisper. He's deaf. I'm sorry. I forgot to say, if you didn't know, he's deaf. My little dear. And he wants something. I do not know what he wants. But as you can see, he's not... If you've seen his photos before that I posted on Facebook, you could see his ribs really bad and his spine. And he's put on some weight just in a few days of eating better. So he's doing much better. So I'm sorry again, give me just a minute and I'll have to see what he wants. I might have to chase Finnegan for a little bit. Oh no, he just wanted petting. Never mind, he just wanted some attention. Finnegan's going after him. Anyway, so what I was saying, there will be a lot of things. No, he's a whippet, Bennett. Is like the smaller size. Oh, you have the greyhounds, the ones that are the largest. Then the whippets are the medium, and then the smallest are the Italian greyhounds. So, the life is going to be changed horribly, because yeah, designer pajamas. Because of the fact that right now we are in a humongous uncertainty. More and more studies and more findings come out that, number one, it is not sure at this point if we actually do get immunity from the novel coronavirus, because there have been many cases around the world of people who got it, then got better and recovered, and then got it again. So if that is the case, then the thing with the vaccine is a big question mark. The other thing is that you have to think that this is a virus. Viruses, and especially the coronavirus type viruses, mutate a lot. This is why they have to come out with a new flu shot every year, because of the mutations. And this is why the Spanish flu and the H1N1, even if they were all flus, but they were different strains. On one hand, it's a good thing that the novel coronavirus doesn't seem to mutate as much and as fast as the flu, and the mutation seem to be a little bit less essential. There's a whole thing in the virology, about variants and strains, and I guess he still does need something. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go have to see what he wants. Come on. Come on. Come on. Sorry about that. Yes, he needed to go. Okay. So, as I was saying, not only that, but a lot of new data started coming out that it's not just the lungs, and the fact that the lungs can be irreversibly damaged, but it also causes circulatory accidents, because somehow it interferes with, it changes the prothrombin levels and everything. So it causes blood clotting. And you probably read in the news that there was an actor who had to have his leg amputated because of that. It causes strokes in people who are 30 years old. Not only that, but it crosses the blood-brain barrier. So it can get in the brain and it can cause brain damage, not just from brain inflammation, but it actually causes symptoms that are very similar to the acute necrotizing encephalitis. So the way that this virus affects humans, I think that we are still far from knowing exactly everything. So it's going to affect humanity in general. I think that by the time all is said and done, which might take 2 or 3 years, we'll be left with, in the best of cases, 2/3 of the number of people that we have today. Yeah, it damages a lot of organs, and it's damage that is permanent side effect, permanent lifetime effect. So the whole way that society function it's going to change. And if we want to survive through it, and I'll talk in a minute about the whole social thing, but I'm talking about from the financial point of view. If we want to survive through it, we need to adapt. Yeah. So when it comes to what we are doing as crafters, we have to be very careful about, we have to adapt, we have to kind of do a big curve, and we have to start planning on a different type of things than what we've been doing until now. Because if you don't have, remember, and I think I did post a while ago, let me actually try and find it. There was a blog post, and I talked about it one time, when you're doing the, let me try and find it. On my blog. Because I wrote an article on my blog about when you're doing, whenever you're doing what, if you want to be successful, you have to think what kind of social segment you're targeting. Let me try and with Google because it's hard. And as I was thinking, you have to think, because if you try to cover everybody, you're not going to do much. But sometimes I'm really miffed because I chose Kalyana Design, because there's all the Indian stuff that anyway, let me not waste time and waste your time for about this, but get back to anyway. If before, for example, if you wanted to sell, you would try to find exactly the segment of population that was your target, and you had to think about it, because to make the whole idea short, so I can develop from there for the present time. You have to think to whom you want to sell, because most of the time, if you want to do stuff that would sell to teenagers, obviously if you want to make money, you have to make cheapo stuff and rely on quantity instead of quality. The fact that us doing polymer clay and stuff, we cannot really go for the super high end, because people who have a whole bunch of money, they will spend it on gold and platinum and stuff, jewelry. Hi, Judith. But that generally speaking, your best bet was to go for more like blue collar, white collar, and think who would have the more money to spend and what you actually wanted to do. If you wanted to go more into jewelry, if you wanted to go more into tutorials, going on that. Now we have to think exactly who's going to buy our stuff. And what you have to take into consideration will be that there will be, number one, no matter how it goes from now on, you have to keep in mind that the work from home is going to be huge. From the work from home, there will be quite a bit of people who will have to go on video. And when going on video, you don't see much of the hands. So the whole bracelet is going to kind of go down. The same goes for any kind of, I mean, what I'm telling you right now is just plain logics when it comes to marketing and to the market that we have. Any kind of necklaces that would be long, even if at the, last fall, the predictions for spring, summer 2020 were all about a hobo revival and all the Y necklace revival and all that. You don't see that. Most people, you don't even see them down to their waist. You see them like you can see me, just my bust, just the top of my torso. So everything that would be necklaces and pendants that sit higher on the chest. Of course, earrings. And then the other thing that I really see coming into fashion because of this will be all kinds of hair adornments and head adornments. And of course, now we have fashion masks. And by the way, if you have never watched my Facebook, when did I do it? About 10 days ago, I did on Facebook a live showing how to do these face masks using baby underpad changing pads. So that's just in. So we need to think, when it comes to jewelry, we need to think about that. Then you have to think about the fact that, generally speaking, people buy jewelry that makes them feel good. And people who will buy our jewelry are not the people who are the showing off. Oh, I have money, let me show you. You're not going to say, let me show you I spent $150, $200 on this polymer clay thing. No, they will say, look, I spent 10 grand on this diamond and platinum earring, right? So yeah, even if some of us sell at the higher end, yes, it's on let me find it and I'll put the link here. And by the way, expect me starting to post more on Facebook than I used to. Hold on. I might have to go down that timeline. Okay. Give me just a minute and I will give you the whole. So, as I said, I might start posting more on Facebook, even if lately I haven't been very active on the social networks, just because I was so worn out trying to keep up with all the issues that I had with Whisper. Okay, I got it. Oh no, it was on YouTube. Never mind. I did it on YouTube. Duh. Why, I thought I did it on Facebook. I have no idea why. Hold on, let me share it. I'm telling you, I had with how much stuff has been happening. I was yeah, I've been experimenting with several things to be able to make a type of mask that would be with polymer clay. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to make it with cosplay. In case you weren't aware, cosplay has gone commercial. They finally opened the sales and you finally can purchase cosplay. If you are not familiar with cosplay, actually, let me go bring a little piece. Okay. Alrighty. Let me get this here. And let me give you their page on Facebook, because from there you can get all the information. But if you don't know what cosplay is, it is a new polymer clay that's actually more of a combination of polymer clay and rubber. Okay, it is super flexible, more flexible than the bake and bend, more flexible than Fimo leather, and they don't have yet translucent and that's why I know, that's why I didn't show anything yet. But you find all the information, because I'm getting their, I was one of their GoFunders, and this is actually my GoFundMe package, you know, thank you package, or however you want. Let me see. So it starts, the kickoff sale starts Monday, May 11th at 10 a.m. If you go to that, I just posted the link to their Facebook page, and you find everything there. It doesn't look if they keep this price. They say discounted kickoff, 3 pounds of cosplay with prices starting at $39.95. It's not too bad, because right now the polymer clay is hold on, let me switch these back here. Yeah, the polymer clay is at about the same price per pound. So my whole idea, and as I said in a previous life, I forgot if it was Facebook, if it was with my sponsor, if it was what. Anyway, the way that I'm trying to do a mask is to show you how to actually get a mold. Yeah, I did have my clay pretty much. No, mine came in March, Cindy. I was with the bigger, because they had it in steps by how much you kickstarted. It was Kickstart, not GoFundMe. So I know that mine was the 6 pounds or something package. Anyway, hi Helena. So the way that I'm trying to do it is to teach you how to take a mold, so I can make, this is my concept, okay? I'm still ironing stuff, and I got activated charcoal powder, and what I want to do is to make a mask that would be, number one, that would be, you know, like this, because I have problems if the mask is too close to my nostrils, I have the feeling that I'm suffocating. So I need something that would be, kind of like this. And also I want to make it to have openings, but with the activated charcoal put in those openings, and so you can change the activated charcoal, and also have a band of sponge or something, so you wouldn't have, and that is easy. I mean, that one you can use the, those thin strips of sponge that you use for the door, weather strips. You can do that. So anyway, I'm working on that. As I said, hopefully I'll get to that pretty soon, with me getting a little bit better. But as I was saying, what you have to think is that right now we'll have to go for, number one, the type of jewelry that people who are working from home and are going on video will be wearing. And for this, you kind of need to think, that I generally am not so much about what I call cowbell jewelry. But in this case, you might want to think about getting stuff that's a little bit larger so it can be better seen, because even if it's not expensive precious metal and stuff, it's still a design, so you have to think about that. The other type of jewelry is the kind of jewelry that has emotional importance. Yeah, exactly that, Judith. So anything that would be, grandparents cannot visit their grandchildren so much, cannot do, and this is not just about jewelry, but for decorations and for, pens and boxes and you name it. It will be the kind of objects, art objects, be jewelry, whatever, that have emotional impact. And then the third kind will be decorative stuff, that, because if we cannot go outside and if we cannot interact, then we want to feel good in the area where we live in. So as I said, we need to think a little bit about what we are doing if we want to sell stuff. On the other hand, if you are doing tutorials, and remember, I've always said, I know how stuff needs to be done. Unfortunately, my health doesn't allow me to do it the way it's supposed to be done. If I would have started this 15 years ago, it would be a different thing. But I had a completely different, allergies. I had completely different interests at the time. Yeah, with this whole thing with the relaxing the restrictions, I can bet you that not everybody's going to go out. And that once the restrictions are relaxed and people start going out, you're gonna definitely see the second wave. And the second wave might actually be bigger than the first wave. Sorry. I said I need to take Claritin, but I don't want to take it because I have another live for the sponsors at 12 o'clock, and I don't want, Claritin usually doesn't make me fall asleep, but it might make me a little bit sleepy. Hi, Christine. So, again, when it comes to, as I said, the people who make tutorials, you might want to switch a little bit more towards useful art. you know, because yeah, we do um, have all kinds of stuff around us and we might want to show off, but think about it. You have to think, you know, logically. um, for going out, just to give you an example, for going out, people will not wear anymore, women will not, and not just women, but guys sometimes wear earrings too, will not wear anymore long earrings, especially if we are transitioning and the wearing of the mask in public is going to go out as the norm. And why they will not use the long? Because it's hard to wear long earrings and keep taking off and putting on the mask, because even if you might need to blow your nose or something, right? On the other hand, we might see, and I was thinking about, I'm telling you, I have crazy ideas sometimes. We might see the emergence, for example, of some time, because you know what the ear wrap is, right? It's the stuff that usually sits on the upper part of your ear. We might actually see a resurgence of ear wraps that are somehow connected with the mask strings. So, you know, you will see new things coming up, new designs, new things coming up when it comes to the jewelry and to the fashion. Again, I'm seeing more of head decorations coming up, because again, because of the fact that a lot of people, I mean, look at if Trevor Noah is from home, a lot of the newscasters are from home. Most people who are normally out and about, they go on video from home. So you need to adapt. Yes, we have, as I was saying, you have to go towards decorative and useful art if you want to sell stuff. You can actually remember that I did at one point, and I'm planning on doing some more. I did a tutorial about with drawer pulls. Let me try and find it. Let me see. I might have to go on. Yeah, I need to get in the studio to find it. If you haven't watched it yet, this is it. But again, and you will see me making more of these decorative objects in tutorials. And as I'm starting, as I said, I'm going to just try and see if I as I'm planning to go and test, buy some of that thyroid online and see if it works better than the one that I'm taking now. Hopefully it's going to get me much better, because at this point I know that most of my fatigue comes from the thyroid, only that it's because of the situation they cannot really take care of it properly, because normally I would have to go at least once a week and get blood drawn so they can adjust my dosage. But right now it's not a possibility. especially because I'm considered very high risk due to the fact that I have pulmonary apical means the top of the lungs here, pulmonary fibrosis from one of the chemo drugs. So yeah, that doesn't work. But there will be all kinds of other things that I am going to post tutorials on. And as I said, I know that sometimes it takes a while for the whole thyroid still thing to start working, and I feel that I'm getting a little bit better. And the other thing is, as I said before, I had some really bad issues with pain in my bones, especially the pelvic girdle, and it was all my fault because I ran out of calcium, and I completely forgot for over a month that I had to buy some more. I was like, I'll order some more later, let me finish this, and of course I would forget. So because I already have osteopenia, it got worse, and the pain is from the osteopenia. Yeah, see, Cindy, that's the deal. I need the Synthroid doesn't do good for me because I need the T3 as well. So my insurance doesn't covers only Synthroid, and at this point with the D3 doesn't help with energy at all. Then I'm taking 5,000 units of D3 a day. So but anyway, we'll see how that works. As I said, since I started the newer dose, they practically doubled the dose I was taking since I started the newer dose, and I started taking B12. B12 is an energy medicine. They also take white kratom for energy. Believe me, I'm trying to do everything that I can, but this happens. And again, my back bone pain got better as I started taking double the calcium that I normally take. So hopefully it takes a while, and having so many issues, I always say, whenever I start catching up, this is how it's been in the last 2 years. I start catching up, and then something else happens and pushes me back. But anyway, before I forget, there's going to be Monday, May the 4th. It's gonna be 3 years since I started these channels, and of course there's going to be a giveaway. So we expect a short giveaway with rules and prizes and everything. But again, it's gonna be most likely just how I usually give gift certificates. It's gonna probably be just for PolyClay play. I won't be able, it will be only for the inside the US, and it's going to be $100 gift certificate that puts you into the free shipping thing, because I cannot really, as I was much slower, my Amazon earnings were much lower, so I cannot really afford to do an Amazon $100 gift certificate as well. Hopefully, as I'm getting better, we'll have more giveaways. You know that I love to do giveaways. Yeah, see, Cindy, that's the deal. I get, if you want, I can I don't think I can put any kind of promote any kind of supplements. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, so just message me on Facebook, and I will give you the link to that online that is completely legit. You don't need a prescription, and it's bovine thyroid extract, and it's certified. You can be sure it doesn't have mad cow disease, but it does As I said, for me, it would cost me less than the armor costs me right now. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, look forward for more stuff. And by the way, in case you didn't know, Trish also started carrying the Chinese UV resin. Let me get the link to her store with my affiliate. So she's carrying the UV resin now as well, that she didn't do before. She only had the Lisa Papelka. So if you go look in resin, you will see that now she carries the UV resin, and it's about $1 cheaper than on Amazon. And she's carrying my most favorite, the one that I like the best out of all, because I tested quite a bit of all these Chinese UV resins that are on Amazon, and still this one is my most favorite. And don't forget that next Sunday we will do dragonfly wings. I'll show you how to do earrings and necklace and all kinds of stuff. So this time you will see me actually finishing pieces of jewelry. I know a lot of people have complained that I don't do much of finishing, and I explained that sometimes I have problems because my hands don't work very good. I don't know. And see, that's another thing that I wanted to tell you. At this point, be very careful buying anything on Amazon from Chinese sellers, because what I can tell you, my experience since mid-March, everything that I purchased from a Chinese seller on Amazon that had about a month delivery, I didn't get anything. I had to request refunds on all of them. And then I was thinking, honestly, that's a way for them to get interest-free loans, because they put stuff up for sale. They probably send a, little envelope with something so they can give you one of those CN tracking numbers, and then they don't send anything. But they use your money for whatever, 4 or 5 weeks, and then they give them back to you, but in the meantime they rolled the money. So no, the giveaways, Judith, I only give, at this point, I do not do giveaways in objects. I only give gift certificates, just because I cannot deal with shipping and stuff. I don't want to deal with shipping and stuff. Yeah, I do still sell some stuff in my online store, but no. So yeah, I had quite a bit of things that I had ordered in the second half of March, including masks, and that's what pissed me off the most, because I had ordered some masks for my local, one of my local hospitals. Nothing. So no. Anything. And another thing, do not buy on Amazon if it says available on blah blah blah, when they don't have it available, because you're going to get the same runaround. I don't know what sellers they are, if they are also Chinese, because you'd have, like on like you said on Dawn, I had ordered something that it said, I ordered it on like 10th of April or something like that, and it said available on April 20th, and I ordered it, and then nothing moved. I didn't receive any kind of shipping notification, And then on April 25th, I said, you know what, just give me my money back, because apparently you're unable to, you know. So don't buy anything if it's not available right then. So yeah, what can I say? It's a weird world we are living on right now, and as I said, I don't think it's gonna get much better. No, but the latest thing is, I know that they said that it can live over 14 days on non-porous surfaces, like certain plastics and metal and stuff. Surfaces that are porous and absorbent, it lives much less. So it would be like, I think it was like 3 days on cardboard and stuff. So this is why the advice for any kind of mail that you get is to just get an area of the house to put it in if it's nothing that is urgent, and just put everything there, wash your hands, and don't deal with it for 2 days, and after that start opening it. On clothing, on natural fiber clothing, it can live, I think it's at about 3 hours. On artificial, you know, like polyester and stuff, it can live up to like 6 or 7 hours. So yeah, what is the most scariest thing is that it can survive in the air. If somebody breathed and walked and there's no air circulation, you can come 3 hours later and breathe that air and get it. So it is a very, very dangerous thing. I am not happy about having to get Finnegan chopped, but on the other hand, I don't want him to start becoming really bad towards the other guys and him starting to spray. So he's only 7 months old. Today is yesterday was his birthday. He turned 7 months old. Finnegan, I'm going to try and catch him so he can say hello before I go offline. Finnegan, where are you? What you doing there? Come here, I'm going to try and entice him. Trying to entice him. I don't have a bead here. Do I have a bead? Yeah, Amazon doesn't have any kind of power over these people. I'm just saying, just don't buy anymore from anything that's the delivery is more than like 10 days, because you don't know. You don't know if you're going to get it or not. Anyway, I will talk to you more tomorrow. Remember, it's at 12:30 Central Time. And we will do those dragonfly wings. Now I have to go and lay down for a little bit, because I've been sitting. As I said, I'm not hurting that bad, but I'm still hurting. And I have another live here in a couple hours. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, 12:30 Central Time, and we will do dragonfly wings using resin and another thing, and I'll show you how to put stuff together. No, I'm not going to use a mold. It's a surprise. You'll see what I'm going to use. It's a different thing. Okay, so don't forget to thumbs up, and if you just found my channel, subscribe. For right now, I've been doing only once a week live broadcasts. If my health gets better, I hope to start posting tutorials again soon. Thank you so much, and I shall see you all Monday. Not Monday, Sunday, tomorrow. Monday, because Monday too, because we're gonna have the giveaway. So I'll see you Sunday first, and then I'll see you Monday. Okay, have a wonderful weekend. See you tomorrow. Bye.